Hey guys, sorry for the 8-month long break for this final part. Occasionally I lost interest in finishing the story, other times I just forgot about it, and for a while I had a case of writer's block. Also, I didn't put any gameplay because I'm trying hurry and post it. I won't keep you waiting any longer. Here's the story.
So bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Chapter 24. Meeting the past Team 7. Fast forward to the next morning. The 4-time travelers shunshin to Training Ground 7. So you are the 4 Sandame was telling me about, a yellow-haired guy says. Minato-sensei, who are these guys and why is that one crying? A small white-haired kid says. Naruto, get a hold of yourself, Kakashi says telepathically. Sorry, you just remind so much of my father, Naruto says. Hey kid, if you just wanted to meet your parents again you could have just said so. Their chakra is still in here since you went back to your old body the first time you went back in time, Kurama says. Really? Naruto says within his mindscape. We still have some time before our last member comes, Minato says. Okay, well I am gonna go meditate, Naruto says. No sage mode, Kakashi says telepathically. I know you pervert, there's something I must do, Naruto says telepathically. Naruto sits down and starts meditating. Hey Kyuubi-chan, can you bring my parents' chakra? Naruto asks within his mindscape. Sure thing kid, Kurama says. Kurama located Minato and Kushina's chakra and brings them to Naruto. Mom, Dad, Naruto says as he hugs them with tears in his eyes. Meanwhile, outside of Naruto's mindscape. Sensei, he's crying again. Look, what's wrong with him? Small Kakashi asks. Minato looks at the older Kakashi. Kakashi shrugs his shoulders in a I don't know either type of way, asterisk. Back in Naruto's mindscape. Wait, you guys are just chakra, I can fix that, Naruto says. Of course my son would find a way to fix that, Minato says. Naruto takes the chakra and life force remaining in Minato and Kushina and uses creation of all things to give them their own bodies, similar to how the Sage of Six Paths did to the 9 Biju. All done, Naruto says. Naruto, Minato says with a bone-chilling scolding type of tone. Yes Dad, Naruto asks with fear in his voice. Why are you messing with time? Minato asks in the same tone. Oh I. Wait, why were you messing with time? Why did you create the jutsu? Dad? Aha, busted Dad, you're grounded for a week, Naruto says. Minato is speechless. Well played, smart ass, Minato says under his breath. Now that we live in your mindscape, where will we live? Kushina asks. I'll arrange that, Naruto says as he conjures the same house his parents previously lived in. It's just like our old home, Kushina says. Naruto feels a pull on his mindscape trying to bring him back to reality. Sorry, looks like I have to go now. Bye mom. Bye dad, Naruto says. Sasuke slaps Naruto on the back of the head. Ow, what was that for? Naruto says. You were too deep in thought. The final member of Team 7 is near, Sasuke says. Black-haired boy runs to Training Ground 7 panting. Sorry. I'm late. I had to help an elderly lady carry her bags home, the boy says in between each pant. Where have I heard that from? Naruto says telepathically looking at Kakashi. Kakashi's sweat drops. Wow, Obito, you must be very popular among the old people, a brown-headed girl says. Yeah, Rin is right, Kid Kakashi says. Anyway, the reason we are here today is to test a certain ninja, Minato says. Who, Minato-sensei? Kid Kakashi asks. I believe that would be me, Sasuke says. Is it fair for all of us to go at him considering the fact that I'm a Jonin while Rin and Obito are Chunin? Kid Kakashi says. I assure you I can handle it, Sasuke says. Clear the arena, Minato says. Everyone but Minato, Rin, Obito, Kid Kakashi, and Sasuke leave into the trees. No killing or crippling blows, you may start when ready, Minato says jumping backwards. Hiruzen is watching on his little crystal ball. I have a strong urge to just kill Obito right here and now, Naruto mumbles while leaking a little killing intent. What why? Kakashi asks. Oh, that's right, you don't know. Obito is the cause of Kyuubi-chan's attack on the village the day I was born. He never died and was possibly manipulating the Akatsuki to do his dirty work, Naruto says. Kakashi paled at the thought of Obito doing so. Are you sure it's him? Kakashi asks. Positive with concrete evidence, Naruto says. And what is that evidence? Kakashi asks. Kyuubi-chan herself. She can sense chakra and emotions, and Obito's chakra now is the exact same as the one from that night, she says. I even confirmed it myself, Naruto says. What caused Obito to do such things? Kakashi mutters. Kid Kakashi and Obito run on the opposite sides of Sasuke while Rin runs head-on, intending to do some damage with close combat. Author says, by the way, this is a couple days before Obito's supposed death, so their teamwork is pretty good, although they still argue from time to time. Kakashi goes for a low kick on the back of Sasuke's legs, Obito goes for a kick to his back, and Rin goes for a punch to the stomach. They're using teamwork to their advantage, Sasuke thought. Sasuke does the signature Uchiha split kick to knock both Kid Kakashi and Obito back while using Rin's head as leverage, then front flipping behind Rin, kicking her in her back. You know, I have only seen Uchiha do that split kick, Kakashi says. Cool, I might have to steal that, Naruto says. The trio gets back up. Hey, that was my clan's signature taijutsu kata. Are you an Uchiha? Obito asks. Yeah, I am, the name is Uchiha Sasuke, he says. You're named after the old man's father. Obito asks. Who? Sasuke asks. He's talking about Hiruzen. Hokage Jiji, Naruto says telepathically. Oh yeah, I'm named after Sandame's father, Sasuke says. Sweet, it'd be an honor to whoop you, Obito says with a smirk. That is if you can hit me, Sasuke also says with a smirk. Kid Kakashi sneaks behind Sasuke trying to kick him in his back. Don't think I forgot about you, Sasuke says as he caught Kid Kakashi's foot. Minato-sensei, is ninjutsu allowed? Obito asks. Yeah, the only rule is no killing or crippling blows, Minato says. Crippling or killing blows are allowed, Naruto yells. What? Minato yells confused. I can heal anything. I can even bring the dead back to life. It's fine, plus it'll raise their pain tolerance, Naruto says. Fine, Minato gives in. Sweet, Obito thought. Obito starts doing hand signs and Sasuke recognized them doing the same hand signs. Fire style, fireball jutsu, both Sasuke and Obito says. Both fireballs clash, creating an explosion of fire. Sasuke jumps up, sensing Rin behind him with a kunai about stab in his back. Almost got him, Rin says. Rin throws said kunai at him while he's in mid-air, connecting with his leg. Sasuke dissipates into lightning. Lightning style clone, Rin asks. Rin behind you, Kid Kakashi yells. Too late, Sasuke says with a smirk as he stabs a kunai in the back of her leg. One down, two more to go, Sasuke says. Naruto jumps down and takes Rin out the fight. Stay here, you can't fight anymore, from here on out you're dead, Naruto says as he heals her body completely. Okay, Rin says. Obito, Kid Kakashi says. Yeah, I know, Obito says. Both Obito and Kid Kakashi get serious, realizing their opponent is no joke. Why so serious? You don't even know the extent of my power. Simply put, I'm barely even trying, Sasuke says smugly. Then try. We'll still beat yo ass, Obito says. Confident are you? Sasuke says, and he does the one-handed ram seal, activating his Susanoo. Obito and Kid Kakashi stands there in fear. Sasuke releases his Susanoo. Yeah, that's just some of my power, Sasuke says with a smirk. Sasuke walks over to Obito and Kid Kakashi and lightly slaps them out of their stupor. Was that genjutsu? Kid Kakashi asks. No, it wasn't, Naruto says. It was Susanoo. One of the abilities of the Mangekyo Sharingan, Obito says. Don't worry, I'm not going to use it. Shall we continue? Sasuke says. All three get in a fighting stance. Obito and Kid Kakashi both run on opposite sides of Sasuke, throwing punches and kicks, but nothing is connecting. Sasuke blocks, dodge, counter, block, dodge. Sasuke is not letting them get any hits in. Sasuke jumps back, gaining some space. That's it, Obito says, and he does hand signs. Sasuke recognized the hand signs again and copies them. Fire style, fireball jutsu, both Obito and Sasuke says. Both fireballs clash and creates a smoke cloud. Sasuke hold his breath and runs to the smoke. What's he doing? Kid Kakashi asks. *4 Sasuke's come out of the smoke. Clones. That doesn't matter, Kid Kakashi says. *2 of Sasuke's clones appears in front of each of the two. Fast, Obito and Kid Kakashi thought. Kid Kakashi takes out his white light blade, cutting the clone, while Obito takes out a kunai and slices the clone. Both attacks went right through the clone. Academy Bunshin, they simultaneously thought. The other two speeds behind Obito and Kid Kakashi respectively and holds a kunai to their necks. Obito and Kid Kakashi shiver in fear at the feeling of the cold metal against their throats. But how it was just an Academy Bunshin, Kid Kakashi says. Yeah, two of them were, the other two were me and a shadow clone, Sasuke says. I admit, that was smart, Sasuke, Obito says. Alright, you can let them go. The spar is over, Minato says. Sasuke releases them and poof goes the shadow clone. Sasuke walks over to Rin *. Hey, sorry about your leg, are you okay? Sasuke asks. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, Rin says. Uchiha Sasuke, Minato says. Sasuke speeds in front of Minato in the blink of an eye. On the orders of Lord Third, appoint you as a Jonin of Konoha, Minato says. What an interesting boy indeed, Hiruzen says with a couple of small claps. Congrats Sasuke, you're now a Jonin like the rest of us, Naruto says. You're a Jonin too? Obito asks. Yeah, in fact I'm not even going to lie to you, I'm probably the strongest shinobi in the world, Naruto says. What do you mean, probably? You're underestimating yourself, you're definitely the strongest in the world, Sasuke says. Wow, you have a lot of faith in yourself, Obito says sarcastically. I'm not joking, not only am I the strongest shinobi, I'm the fastest and the smartest. In fact, as we speak I have gravity seals and resistance seals on level 100, meaning I'm only at a tenth of my speed and strength, and yet I can still do this. Naruto says as he moves so fast he creates 3 after images. After images? Kid Kakashi asks. Yes, in fact my after images can touch but can't be touched, Naruto says. Wow, so cool, Rin says. Obito and Kid Kakashi walks up to an after image and tries to touch it, but their hands goes right through. Kid Kakashi and Obito's eyes widened in shock when they felt their respective after image put its hand on their head and ruffle their hair. Is that pure speed or is it the Shunshin? Kid Kakashi asks. Pure speed. In my current condition I can only make 3 after images, but if I was to take off all my seals I can make up to 100, Naruto says. Wait a minute, if you can heal even the dead, couldn't you have just revived the village? Kakashi asks telepathically. I would have died before I could get to everyone. Plus I wasn't in the right mind. My emotions clouded my mind, Naruto says telepathically. Understandable, Kakashi thought. You guys are dismissed and free to wander the village, Minato says. I'll see you guys later, Obito says. The 4 time travelers start to walk away. Might, Naruto mumbles. What do you mean might? Kakashi asks. I sense something, or rather someone coming who can help us get back to the future, Naruto says. How long till said something or someone gets here? Sasuke asks. Actually in like 2 minutes the chakra is rising fast, but it's unsensible unless you have a part of that chakra, Naruto says. I can sense it now that you mention it, Sasuke says. You can? Naruto asks. Yeah, it's in the, Sasuke says. Forest of Death, they both say simultaneously. Alright then, let's go, Naruto says as he starts running towards the area. The other 3 time travelers follow Naruto. Naruto makes a seal-less shadow clone. Go tell Hokage Gigi we're going back to our own time. Said clone flashes away in a black flash. They make it to the area in the forest of death that's accumulating all the chakra and a man with one arm. A black cloak on with a sword strapped to his lower back and black hair covering his left eye comes out of a dark purple portal. Naruto scan him like you did Zabuza, Kakashi says. Sasuke Uchiha, the Shadow Hokage, mastery over all releases, Genjutsu, use of Sharingan, Kenjutsu and Shuriken Jutsu. S rank Leaf Shinobi, age 33, height is 6 foot even, weight is 137.3 pounds and blood type is AB. Naruto says. That's me. Sasuke asks. Yes it is. Your chakra matches each other perfectly, Naruto says. Naruto. Adult Sasuke yells. Yes. Naruto asks sheepishly. Why the hell are you playing with time? You're changing the future, adult Sasuke says. Yes I know and I'm sorry but I simply don't have a way to get back to our timeline, Naruto says. Adult Sasuke sighs in defeat. Follow me, adult Sasuke says as a dark purple portal opens behind him. Adult Sasuke glances at Itachi. Itachi. Is that you? Adult Sasuke asks. Yeah, Itachi says. Adult Sasuke glares at Naruto. Chapter 25. Going back home and the fights that will settle the world. The 5 time travelers go through the portal to their timeline. Don't use that jutsu anymore, Naruto. I'm bringing you for 3 days before you use that jutsu. Meaning right after the fight between Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, Kakashi, Guy, Lee, Neji and Shikamaru versus Deidara and Sasori, adult Sasuke says. We need to get to the village fast, Naruto says. You guys go ahead from here I need to get to my own timeline, adult Sasuke says. The 4 time travelers sprint to the end of the portal eventually blacking out. The 4 of them wake up. Are you guys okay? Neji asks. You 4 just suddenly blacked out, Lee says. We need to get to the village. Now, Naruto says. What's going on? Shikamaru asks. No time to explain. Grab onto me I'll flash us there, Naruto says. They all flash to the village gates to find 6 orange-haired people destroying it. It's pain, Naruto says. We need to help, Sasuke says. No, Naruto says. What why? Sasuke asks. This fight is mine, you go help evacuate the civilians, Naruto says as he flashes to the top of Hokage Tower and flares Kurama's chakra. The 9 tails, Pain says. Pain stops his attack and flies towards Naruto. Give me the 9 tails and nobody gets hurt, Pain says. You're going to have to fight me for it, Naruto says with a smirk on his face. Very well then, Pain says. Let's take this fight outside the village, Naruto says as he starts flying out of the village with wind manipulation. Pain follows him to a nearby clearing. Do you really think you have a chance against me, Pain says. That's my line. I have the first ever kill yourself on sight order. If you think you can defeat me you are deeply mistaken. My abilities are out of your range, Naruto says. Tough talk for a mere Jinchuriki. I am a god. You will feel pain, Pain says. And you will feel the wrath of Konoha's Kogen no Kitsune, Naruto says. The other 5 paths of Pain shunshin to the area. Shall we begin the final fight of your life? Pain asks. The Preta path shunshins behind Naruto and grabs him like in cannon and starts absorbing his chakra. Are you absorbing my chakra? Cute, Naruto says as he starts gathering natural sage chakra. The Preta path turns to stone and Naruto smashes him to pieces. 1 down 5 more to go, Naruto says. You insolent child, Pain says. Summoning Jutsu, the outer path says and a large 3-headed dog with Rinnegan in its eyes appears in a poof of smoke. Ninja art summoning. Bring down the house Jutsu. Naruto says as Gamabunta appears in the air and lands on top of the dog pinning it down and stabbing its middle head to the floor crushing the outer path in the process which makes the dog disperse. 2 down 4 more to go, Naruto says with a smirk. The Asura path turns his hand into a rigged sword and rushes Naruto with rockets on his back making him faster. Naruto disappears in pure speed and reappears above the Asura path slamming a Rasengan into its back. 3 down 3 more to go, Naruto says. Naruto charges up a Rasenshuriken asterisk. What do you intend on doing with that? Pain asks. Naruto throws it at the three of them but only two made it out. Naruto looks to see the only two that still there is Naraka Path and the Diva Path. Then there's two, Naruto says smugly. Naruto speeds in front of the Naraka Path in the blink of an eye and smiles in his face like Gojo did to Itadori in Eps 1 after Itadori ate Sukuna's finger. Naraka Path blinks again and Naruto is gone. Naruto puts the Naraka Path in a headlock and snaps his neck killing him, then pulls even harder and the head rolls off. There were two and now just you fool ya fool. No, that wasn't as good as B's. I'm going to have to buy and listen to more of his Enka rap, Naruto says. Why you little, Pain says as he runs towards Naruto. You will know Pain, Pain says. Pain engages him in close combat. You know it's not a good idea to do that, right? Naruto says. Pain throws a bunch of punches and kicks while Naruto just deflects them without even breaking a sweat. Naruto yawns and pushes him away with a force palm to the chest, placing a flying Raijin seal on him. How would you like a 6v1? Naruto asks. Pain pauses. You're taking too long. Blood clone jutsu, Naruto says as 5 blood clones appear next to him. Planetary devastation, Pain says as a black orb appears in his hand and flies up, causing the ground to break apart and head to the center of said orb. Naruto is panicking for the first time in this fight. Calm down Naruto, when you get to the black orb just use your Susanoo or my chakra, Kurama says. Naruto releases the blood clone jutsu to get his chakra back, calms down and gets sucked to the middle of the orb. Summoning jutsu, Naruto says as he summons Kurama in her full-tailed beast state and covers her in a white Susanoo. Tailed beast and Susanoo? Pain asks. Naruto jumps down, landing on top of Pain, almost crushing him. Almighty push, Pain says as a barrier of gravity pushes the Kurama-Susanoo combo. A white sword appears in Kurama's hand and slices the ground where Pain is. Pain barely makes it out but he lost an arm in the process. Almighty pull, Pain says as he pulls Naruto right off the top of Kurama, causing the Susanoo to disperse off of her. Poof goes Kurama, releasing the summoning herself. Smart move Kyuubi-chan, you're the one they are after, Naruto thought. Naruto activates KCM2 plus Sage Mode and 2 long arms made out of chakra clings to the ground while another third chakra arm grabs onto Pain, slamming him into the ground head first. Pain falls limp. Naruto notices that he's just acting and charges up a tailed beast bomb Rasenshuriken asterisk. Pain sensed a large amount of chakra and tries to get his head out of the ground, but before he knew it, the was tore apart at a cellular level, then engulfed in a massive explosion from the tailed beast bomb. There were 3 times 2, then just you and now just me. No, that was just as bad as the last one, if not then definitely worse. 3.141592653 I'm the king of Hidden Leaf, that was better, Naruto says. Naruto remembers the message Granny relayed to him. Oh right. The real one's not among them, Naruto thought. Naruto senses an Uzumaki level of chakra and a Kekkei Genkai user nearby. Also that's where you are, and by the looks of it you're a cousin of mine. Naruto senses an Uzumaki level of chakra and a Kekkei Genkai user nearby. Also that's where you are, and by the looks of it you're a cousin of mine, Naruto says. Naruto speeds to where said person is in just 2 seconds and slices the tree open. A girl with purple hair and an origami flower in her hair gets startled and gets in a fighting stance. Stand down Conan, you stand no chance against this kid, a sick-looking red hair guy with rods sticking out of his back says. But Nagato-kun, the girl now known as Conan says. I said stand down, the guy now known as Nagato says. Very well, Conan says as she gets out of her fighting stance and walks to the side of Nagato. So why are you here, Jinchuriki? Come to kill me? Nagato asks. Why? Why are you hunting tailed beasts? Naruto asks. To achieve true peace, Nagato says. Bullshit. You can't achieve peace by killing, it only brings more killing in return. Your way of trying to achieve true peace is impossible, Naruto says. What do you know? Nagato asks. My best friend's older brother killed his entire clan and all my best friend thought about was revenge. It was hard to put him back on the right track. Killing only brings hatred and revenge, Naruto says. I see, so my way of achieving peace is wrong. Tell me Jinchuriki, what is your way of achieving peace? Nagato asks. As a student of Jiraiya I will achieve peace the way he wants me to. I will unite the 5 major lands and end all fighting and I won't stop until I do, Naruto says. Nagato has a few tears fall down his face. And I believe you can, Nagato says as he does hand signs to Rinne Rebirth. Conan gasps. Nagato-kun, you mustn't use that jutsu, Conan says. Conan, I'm sorry but my time to go has come. What is your name Jinchuriki? Nagato asks. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, he says. Thank you Naruto. My final request is for you to keep my eyes and put them in a safe place, Nagato says as he finishes the Rinne Rebirth reviving all that he killed in exchange for his own life. Conan starts sobbing. There it's going to be okay, Naruto says rubbing her back. Conan stops crying and walks over to Nagato's lifeless body and takes his eyes out. Thank you, Conan says and she makes an origami flower bunch with a moistened paper pocket with the Rinnegan eyes in it. This is for you, Conan says giving him the eyes, paper flowers and a kiss on the lips. What was the kiss for? Naruto asks as he takes the eyes and flowers. A sign of respect and alliance between the Leaf and Rain village, Conan says. Oh, Naruto says. Naruto. Do you think I can stay in the Leaf village with you? Conan asks. Yeah, I'll talk to Ba-chan about that. Grab onto me, I'll take us to the village, Naruto says. Conan grabs onto Naruto's arm and they flash to the Leaf village gates. Hey Naruto, you youthfully kicked his ass didn't you, Lee says. Who's that? Sasuke asks. She gives off a scent of grief, Kakashi says. Yeah, this is Conan, she's going to be living with me since she doesn't have anywhere else to go, Naruto says. Well, you need to tell the Hokage about her, Sasuke says. Yeah, I know, I'll send her with a clone, there's something I must do, Naruto says as he makes an enhanced shadow clone and flashes home. I need to go down to my father's study, Naruto says. Hey kid, come to your mindscape, your dad wants you, Kurama says. Naruto enters his mindscape. Hey dad, what is it? Naruto asks. What do you think you're going to do in my study? Store these Rinnegan until I find a suitable host for them. I feel like giving one to Sasuke, but most importantly I need to keep them safe until I finish hunting down the Akatsuki and eliminate them, Naruto says. Very well, Minato says. Naruto leaves his mindscape. Naruto finds a couple of jars and a couple bags of UW solution not far apart. Perfect, Naruto says. Naruto fills 2 jars up with the UW solution and places the eyes in them. That'll do, Naruto says as he places the jars in a preserving scroll and puts said scroll in the drawer that self-locks by a seal. Naruto flashes into Hokage office leaning against the wall staying quiet. Okay then, you are an official Jonin of Konoha, Tsunade says. Thank you Lady Hokage, Conan says. No problem. A friend of my surrogate son is a friend of mine, Tsunade says. Poof goes Naruto's clone. Hey Ba-chan, I have an SS rank mission request, Naruto says. What are the mission details? Tsunade asks. Find and kill all Akatsuki members, Naruto says. Solo or group mission? Tsunade asks. Group mission, Naruto says. And who's going on this mission? Tsunade asks. Myself, Jiraiya sensei and Orochimaru, Naruto says. What? Orochimaru is a backstabbing scumbag. Not to mention dead, Tsunade yells then says under her breath. I know. But I have a good reason, Naruto says. Explain, Tsunade says. I need him to help me find the Akatsuki hideout, then act like he's joining back an attack from the inside while we provide backup. They won't expect it at all, Naruto says. And what makes you think he will agree with this? Tsunade asks. Simply put, if he doesn't, I'll kill him right then and there, Naruto says. Fine, if he runs on the loose he's your responsibility, Tsunade says. Got it, Ba-chan, Naruto says as he flashes home to get a Rinnegan, his mask and cloak and back to the office. Implant this eye in Sasuke's left while I'm gone. Nobody may know of this, and if you get a lead on Danzo trying to take it from him, tell me through my blood clone and I will personally end him. Naruto makes 2 blood clones. You do not leave this room ever. And you live in the village and act like yourself, Naruto says. Naruto flashes to the village gates to wait for Jiraiya. Meanwhile in Akatsuki hideout. Madara. Nagato has died and Konan defected from the Akatsuki, a plant-like thing says. Tell me Zetsu. How did Nagato die? Madara asks. He used Rinne rebirth on the villager he killed in the attack to look for the 9 tails, Zetsu says. Those traitors, Madara says while clenching his fists. Back to Naruto. Jiraiya arrives. Let's go, Naruto says. Right, Jiraiya says. They head away from the village for about an hour. This is good, we need Orochimaru from here, Naruto says as he makes a blood clone. Summoning art. Impure world reincarnation. Reanimation jutsu, Naruto says as flakes form around the blood clone and starts to look like Orochimaru. Naruto writes a seal to make him look like normal and alive instead of the cracks with black eyes. I wouldn't have expected you to revive me here with Lord Second's jutsu. Naruto-kun, Orochimaru says, licking his lips with his weirdly long tongue. I was gonna revive you fully but then remembered this way is better. I have the ability to restrict your actions and you're basically immortal until I release the reanimation jutsu, Naruto says. Jiraiya, Orochimaru says. Orochimaru, Jiraiya says. Ah, you two have become best friends again, Naruto says. Never in my life have I been best friends with that snake, you little brat, Jiraiya says. Yeah. Orochimaru, I need you to locate the Akatsuki's base since you were once a member, Naruto says. No, Orochimaru says. Listen, you must not understand the situation you're in right now. I can and will modify this jutsu to make you feel pain for the rest of eternity since you're immortal. If I die the jutsu won't deactivate, Naruto says. All I have to do is kill you then. Multiple striking shadow snakes, Orochimaru says as multiple snakes come out his sleeve and rushes Naruto. Naruto does a one-handed ram seal and the snakes stop an inch from his body. Fire style. Celestial prison jutsu, Naruto says as he slaps his hand on Orochimaru's chest and seal forms. If you move or gather chakra you burn, reanimation or not. The flames are more potent than Amaterasu's, Naruto says. Naruto gives Orochimaru his movement back. You are a fool, Orochimaru says. Orochimaru gathers chakra for a summoning jutsu. Summoning jutsu, Orochimaru says. Orochimaru was interrupted in calling out his jutsu by bursting in white flames. Orochimaru screams in pain and rolls around on the floor turning into dust. Celestial prison release, Naruto says stopping the flames coving Orochimaru. Orochimaru stops and breathes as the flakes start forming around him again, restoring his body. Fine, I'll help you, Orochimaru says. Not like you had a choice. Let's get moving, Naruto says. Fast forward 30 minutes. I sense 4 chakra signatures. Orochimaru, come here and take off your top, Naruto says. What? Orochimaru asks. Oh, shut up you pedophile, Naruto says as he freezes Orochimaru in place and slashes his back with a kunai. Orochimaru's body starts to reform and Naruto places a flash marker on his back before his clothes could reform as well. There. Now go on ahead and try to rejoin the Akatsuki, Naruto says. Orochimaru goes ahead and arrives at the base. Hello old friends, Orochimaru says. Orochimaru, what happened to you being dead? Zetsu asks. Come on now Zetsu, you should know that's not enough to kill the likes of him, Madara says. Madara looks him up and down. So what's your purpose for coming here? Madara asks. I want to rejoin the Akatsuki. I heard you guys were losing members left and right with 3 who died and 3 who abandoned, Orochimaru says. What's your real purpose, because last I checked you were also one of the ones who abandoned making it 4, Madara says. I have already achieved my goal and now I want to help you with this so-called true piece of yours, Orochimaru says. You achieved immortality? Madara asks. Indeed, shall I demonstrate? Hidan. Do you mind slicing me in half? Orochimaru says. With pleasure, Hidan says while slicing Orochimaru with his scythe. Both halves of Orochimaru fall to the ground. Immortal my ass, Hidan says. Flakes form around Orochimaru reforming his body. That's the reanimation jutsu, Madara thought. Did you use reanimation jutsu on yourself? Madara asks. Indeed, Orochimaru smirked. How? Madara asks. A shinobi must never reveal their techniques, Orochimaru says. I like this guy. I say you let him rejoin, Hidan says. Very well then, Madara says. Meanwhile with Naruto. What are you doing? Jiraiya asks. I am learning a sage mode stronger than that of the toads. It's called Fox Sage mode, Naruto says. Naruto's teeth become sharper, his nails grow into claws, his bright blue eyes have slit-like pupils like a fox, his whiskers become more defined, his senses like sight, smell, hearing increase and his power increases more than Toad Sage mode. This mode is incredible, Naruto says. How long have you been trying to perfect this? Jiraiya asks. After the Chunin exams final. It's the hardest thing I've ever learned. This is the mastery stage and it's the first time I'm in it, Naruto says. Naruto creates a super mini Rasengan with just his index finger. Let's test this power, Naruto says as he flicks the Rasengan and it explodes the nearby tree it hits into a million pieces. Jiraiya is shocked at the raw power of the incomplete jutsu. Naruto throws his tri-prone kunai to the ground. Kunai duplication jutsu, Naruto says as hundreds of kunai appear in a pile on top of his original kunai. Author says, the kunai duplication technique is just like Shuriken shadow clone technique or Naruto's blood clone but for solid objects, making real duplications using creation of all things instead of just clones. Naruto created it himself. What do you plan on doing with all these kunai? Jiraiya asks. Flying Raijin, Naruto says as he seals all the kunai in a sealing scroll. Meanwhile with Orochimaru. And that is Project Tsuki no Mi, Madara says. Interesting. Too bad it's not going to work, Orochimaru says. And why do you say that? Madara says. Because it will be impossible to capture Kyuubi. You must find another way to get the Nine Tails because if you fight Naruto it won't be without cost. You'll be lucky if, Orochimaru pauses. You make it out alive, Naruto says out loud while sitting on the ground next to Akatsuki. The Akatsuki get ready to attack. And, there's no reason to attack me at the moment considering the fact I am just a shadow clone. I am just here to talk, Naruto's clone says. Stand down, Madara says as the Akatsuki members lower their fighting stance. Good choice, Naruto says with a small smile. What do you want to talk about, Nine Tails? Madara asks. First of all, my name is Naruto. Not Nine Tails, Naruto says. Whatever Nine Tails, Madara says. Naruto throws a kunai at Madara and it passes right through him. That must be Kamui, Naruto thought. That's futile, Madara says. Naruto threw another kunai at his leg but right before it was supposed to connect he teleported it to the Kamui dimension using Kakashi's side of Kamui. Madara falls to one knee due to the kunai. Second of all, don't ever underestimate me. And third, I know your true identity, you imposter, Naruto says as he summons the Fox summoning contract, puts a timed reverse summoning seal on it and throws it to Madara. Madara's eyes widened. Where did you get this? Madara asks. Poof, the summoning contract disappears. I have my ways, Naruto says. Naruto turns around. Oh, and by the way, Naruto says as he stabs his hand drawing blood. I'm the real deal. Not a clone and I will strike in 3 days, so prepare, Naruto says and disappears in a black flash. How did it go? Jiraiya asks. Smooth talk. While they weren't looking, I occasionally threw a kunai or two at light speed, sticking it to the wall. I have about 55 tri-prone kunais in there, Naruto says. When do we strike? Jiraiya asks. 3 minutes. I told them 3 days is a joke. I'm currently using Orochimaru to keep tabs on them. I have access to all of his senses, Naruto says. Meanwhile in the village. Hey Uncle Sasuke, look, we're back in the village, a blonde kid around fresh genin of age says. Yes Boruto, I see, an adult-looking Sasuke says. Hey, where's Dad's stone face? And Uncle Kakashi? Boruto asks. Wait, what? Adult Sasuke asks. Adult Sasuke's eyes widened. Boruto, this is the Leaf Village, but in the past, adult Sasuke says. In the past, how can that be? Boruto asks. It was Urashiki, adult Sasuke says. He is here as well and we need to stop him from getting to Naruto, adult Sasuke says. Back to Naruto. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, Naruto says as he flashes both him and Jiraiya to Orochimaru. Hey guys, I brought something for you all to experience, Naruto says. Naruto looks up and points, causing everyone but Jiraiya and Orochimaru to look up. Death, Naruto says as he burns Hidan with Amaterasu and speeds towards Madara. Hidan screams and laughs. I love this feeling. The feeling of pain, it feels so good, Hidan yells. Everyone pauses to look at Hidan in disgust. Naruto and Madara look at each other. I knew he was immortal, but Amaterasu should have killed him due to the fact it burns anything to ash. Does he have a fetish for pain? Naruto asks. Seems like it. Wait, how do you have Mangekyo Sharingan abilities? Madara asks. Naruto shrugs his shoulders. Jiraiya runs to Kakuzu and Orochimaru runs to Hidan. Jiraiya of the Sannin. What a pleasure to fight and take one of your hearts, Kakuzu says. Naruto releases the Amaterasu on Hidan. Hey Orochimaru, I don't feel like fighting right now. Do you wanna just sit here and watch since we are both immortal? Hidan asks. Orochimaru shrugs and sits. Madara runs to Naruto and Naruto runs to Madara, throwing a tri-prone kunai at his mask while forming a Rasengan. The kunai passes through him. Naruto flashes on top of him, slamming said Rasengan into his back. Madara yells in pain. 13 years. I haven't been hit that way in 13 years, Madara says. Madara gets up and looks the same way he did when Minato hit him in canon. Madara teleports to the Kamui dimension. I'll be safe here for a while, Madara says. Naruto follows him. Will you now? Naruto asks. Madara mentally curses. Madara gets ready to Kamui again. Wait, let's talk, Naruto says. What could we possibly talk about? Madara asks. Your real name is Obito Uchiha. Why are you trying to collect Biju under the alias of Madara? Naruto asks. Madara, now known as Obito, takes his mask off. So that I can get the eye that reflects off the moon to cast the infinite Tsukuyomi and create true peace, but in order to do that I need all the Biju to make the 10 tails, Obito says. That will create a war just to survive, Naruto says. The final war that will end all wars forever, Obito says. Look, the only way for true peace is if every village is on the same page and helps each other out. How about you help me achieve it the right way, Naruto says. I can't do that, Obito says. Why not? Naruto says. I'll betray the promise I made to the person who saved my life, Obito says. Who is this person? Naruto asks. The real Madara Uchiha, Obito says. I can guarantee he only saved your life to use you as a pawn. This Eye of the Moon plan is just a way for him to take over the world, Naruto says. Maybe you're right, Obito says. I know I'm right, Naruto says. Obito sees his old self in Naruto. Naruto Kamui's himself and Obito back to where the battle of Jiraiya vs Kakuzu is taking place. Hey sensei. Do you need help? Naruto asks. It's a 5 versus 1, what do you think? Jiraiya says. Naruto make 4 blood clones and smashes all of the masked figures, killing them in the blink of an eye, and releases the blood clones. Kakuzu coughs up blood. What the hell happened? Kakuzu says in between coughs. Rasengan, Jiraiya says, taking the chance to end it while he can. Jiraiya hits Kakuzu in the chest with the Rasengan, sending him flying into the wall, crushing his last heart, killing him. Jiraiya falls to one knee panting. Naruto gives a death stare to Hidan with the most killing intent he could muster, which is more than Kurama's. Hidan finds it hard to breathe. Is this what it feels like to be close to death? Hidan says between gasps. Fire style. Celestial prison, Naruto says. Planetary devastation, Naruto's blood clone says. Both Naruto slaps their hand onto Hidan, causing him to gain the seal and get crushed by a bunch of rocks. The asteroid-sized rock breaks the roof. Goodbye Mr. Immortal, Naruto says as he takes off all his weights and restraints. Naruto uses all his strength to launch the asteroid into space, causing it to become Saturn's 147th moon. Well, he's taken care of, Naruto says. What do we do with this one, Naruto-kun? Orochimaru asks while pointing at Obito below him. First of all, don't call me that. Second, he's an ally now, Naruto says. Why not Naruto-kun? Orochimaru says. Fire style. Wait, I am sorry, Orochimaru interrupts Naruto. That's what I thought, Naruto scoffs. Let's head back to the village, the Akatsuki are no more, Naruto says. Reanimation release, Naruto says. Flakes slowly fall off Orochimaru, releasing his soul into the air. A red arm with spikes on it shoots out of the ground and grabs onto Orochimaru's soul and forcibly pulls him down. Looks like your soul belongs in hell, Naruto teases, sticking his tongue out. Curse you, Orochimaru says before he's fully submerged. 1 second, pervy sage, Naruto says as he flashes to where Black Zetsu is. Naruto grabs Zetsu by the neck and purifies him of ill intentions. I'll need you later, Naruto says. Author says, the foreshadowing here is insane. LMAOO. Naruto flashes back to Jiraiya asterisk. Grab on, we are heading back to the village, Naruto says. Jiraiya puts his hand on Naruto's head and Naruto carries Obito as they flash into Hokage office. Hey Hokage Ba-chan. Mission success, the Akatsuki are no more, Naruto says. And who's that on your side? Tsunade asks. Obito Uchiha. Here to rejoin the ninja ranks, Naruto says. But he was declared dead years ago, Tsunade says. He's been in hiding under an alias, Naruto says. Which is? Tsunade asks. Madara Uchiha, the true former leader of the Akatsuki, Naruto says. I am sorry Naruto, but before he can rejoin the ninja ranks he has to do time in prison for crimes on the ninja war as the leader of a terrorist group, Tsunade says. That's understandable. I fully accepted all punishments except death, Obito says. Tsunade snaps her fingers and 2 Anbu guards Crow and Dragon appear to take Obito to prison. Blood clone release, Naruto says, making his blood clone disperse. Naruto, there were 2 unknown people who appeared in the village earlier today. I have Anbu keeping watch on them. I need you to investigate and find out if they are threats or allies. You may do as you wish, just don't kill them, Tsunade says. Yes ma'am, Naruto says. Naruto sits to locate unknown chakra signatures. This one is unknown but feels way too familiar. Next to him is unfamiliar though, Naruto thought. Naruto flashes on top of the building next to the unfamiliar chakra signatures and looks down to see who they are. Sasuke. Adult Sasuke. And that kid kinda looks like me. I sense Uzumaki and Hyuga blood within him, Naruto thought. That's your son from the future, put the pieces together, Kurama says. Thanks Kyuubi-chan, I was getting there, Naruto says. Naruto makes a few blood clone that transform into various Jonin from around the village, not including Itachi. That should do, Naruto thought. Naruto jumps down from the building, rolling on the ground at impact, and the Jonin clones jump down after him, forming a circle around him. Why are you guys chasing me? I didn't do anything this time, Naruto says with believable fear in his voice. You dyed all the Anbu's clothes orange again, the Kakashi-looking clone says. Hey, is that dad as a kid? Boruto asks. I did no such thing. I haven't done a prank since my academy days, Naruto says in desperation. Yeah it is, adult Sasuke says. His clothes are so much different than I remember, adult Sasuke thought. If you didn't dye the clothes then who did? Enko-looking clone says. I don't know. If you had better security it wouldn't have happened in the first place, Naruto says. We'll let you off the hook this time, next time won't be so pleasant, we'll leave to the Hokage, Enko-looking clone says. The clone Shunshin away then disperse themselves. Dad looks so cool as a kid, look at that cloak and the mask on the side of his head, Boruto says. Naruto gets up and looks at adult Sasuke and Boruto walking towards them. Hey, who are you? I haven't seen you two around the village before, Naruto says. We're traveling street performers, adult Sasuke says. Really so cool. Can you do a performance for me? Naruto asks. Not right now, we are really tired from our last performance, adult Sasuke says. Boruto nods in agreement. Can you guys follow me? I wanna talk to y'all privately, Naruto says, dropping his childish act. If Sasuke was shocked he didn't show it. To where? Boruto asks. Actually just touch my shoulder, Naruto says. Adult Sasuke and Boruto hold onto Naruto's shoulder and the flash to Naruto's house. Huh, wait, where are we? Boruto asks. I'm asking the questions here, Naruto says. Boruto straightens up. Sasuke, why are you back in the past again? Naruto says. Again? What do you mean again? This is my first. Wait, how do you know who I am? Adult Sasuke asks. Never mind that. What's your name, kid? Naruto asks. Name's Boruto Uzumaki, you know, Boruto says. Shit, you picked up my old verbal tick, Naruto mumbles. What was that? Boruto asks. Nothing. Explain, Sasuke, why are you guys here and back in the past? Naruto asks. There's an Otsutsuki after your chakra, adult Sasuke says. A what now? Naruto asks. A godlike being is after you, adult Sasuke says. Why me specifically? Naruto asks. He's after what's inside you, adult Sasuke says. Kurama. Naruto exclaims. How does he know the tailed beast's name already? Naruto told me he learned it during the war, adult Sasuke thought. We need to leave the village. I don't feel like fighting a godlike being inside the village, Naruto says. You scappin' with Otsutsukis? Adult Sasuke asks. I'm the strongest, smartest and fastest shinobi in the world, come on now, Naruto says. I don't know about the smartest, adult Sasuke mumbles. I heard that, Naruto says. How? Sasuke thought. Who are you? You're not the Naruto I remember, Sasuke says. There's a lot in this timeline you don't remember because I myself am from the future as well. I am from your timeline, but going back in time changing things created this new timeline. You traveling back in time brung you to my new timeline, Naruto says. So does that mean you're not my actual dad from the past? Boruto asks. I am, but the other people in this timeline are not the actual people you know in the future, Naruto says. Oh, I get it now, Boruto says. Naruto senses a very large chakra signature. Gimme your earliest memory of adult me as well as your abilities, Naruto says. Sasuke does just that with the use of his Sharingan. Let's get out of the village now, Naruto says as he grabs Boruto and Sasuke in the blink of an eye and flashes out of the village. Naruto makes a shadow clone and said shadow clone flashes into Hokage's office. Heiba-chan Prime is currently in a bit of a situation and is now out of the village. Shut down the village and put everyone in the emergency shelter including yourself and all the ninja ranks. Expect explosions, Naruto's clone says as it disperses. You heard him, get to work immediately. Evacuate the village, Tsunade says. Back to Naruto. Urashiki arrives to where Naruto, Sasuke and Boruto is. And you must be Urashiki, Naruto says. Also they warned you about me, Urashiki says. Of course they're gonna warn their Hokage, Naruto says as he transforms into 7th Hokage Naruto. They brought you with them. If that's the case, where is the kid you? Urashiki says. Nowhere you can find him, Naruto says with a smirk. Fine then, I'll just take it from you, Urashiki says as he casts his fishing rod-shaped chakra absorber and hits Naruto in his stomach. Naruto no, Sasuke says. Naruto stands there unfazed as Urashiki takes none of his chakra. Urashiki and Sasuke is shocked how he wasn't able to take any chakra. Urashiki tries again and doesn't work. Why can't I take your chakra? Urashiki asks angrily. Because I'm preventing you. Duh dumbass, Naruto says. Why you? Urashiki says angrily. Naruto throws a tri-prone kunai at Urashiki who catches it. Bad idea, Naruto says as he performs a Rasengan instantly and flashes above him, slamming the Rasengan into his head. Flying Raijin level 2, Naruto says with a smirk. Urashiki is sent falling to the ground. Urashiki gets up groaning. Had enough? Naruto asks. Not a chance, Urashiki says. Naruto starts slowly walking around him. Urashiki starts seeing clones of Naruto with the background turning purple. Author says if you already got it by its description, congratulations. Urashiki's ears start ringing. What is this? Urashiki says. It's called Rhythm Echo You've Lost, Naruto says. Author says ding ding ding, it's a Hunter x Hunter reference from a character named Killua Zoldyck. Sasuke comes in from above and slices Urashiki's head off, killing him. So cool, Boruto says. Naruto releases his transformation. Well, that was easy, Naruto says. Now there's only one problem, adult Sasuke says. What's that? Naruto asks. We don't have a way to get back, adult Sasuke says. Damn, this Sasuke is a year younger than the one I met in the time of the Third War, Naruto thought. Okay, come back to the village with me and I'll create a seal regarding your situation. Also, what the hell happened to my good-looking hair in the future? I look like somebody's lame-ass father. Naruto says. Correction, you're somebody's lame-ass father, Boruto says. Boruto, how many clones can you make? Naruto asks. I can only make 9 clones, Boruto says. Damn it, you got your mother's reserves, Naruto says. How many can you make? Boruto asks. Naruto makes 5,000 clones with no hand signs. This is only a quarter of my chakra. And these aren't shadow clones, Naruto says as he walks to a clone and slices its wrist, causing it to bleed and heal almost instantly, and then the same thing to himself. These clones could live their own lives if they wanted. Blood clone release, Naruto says as all the clones disappear without a trace. Can you teach me cool jutsu? Boruto asks. Sure, once we get back in the village it'll take me about a week to develop this seal. What's your elemental affinity? Naruto asks. Wind and lightning, Boruto says. You got lightning from your mother and wind from me. Wait a damn minute. Boruto, sit and meditate right now, Naruto says. But why? Boruto says. Now, Naruto yells. Boruto sits in a crossed-legged position and starts meditating. Naruto sits in a crossed-legged position and puts his hand on Boruto's forehead, entering Boruto's mindscape. Who dares to enter the great Momoshiki's space without permission? A white-haired being now known as Momoshiki says. Never heard of you. You weak fuck, Naruto says smugly. How dare you? Who do you think you are, you little brat? Momoshiki asks. I know 2 things that are stronger than you, Naruto says. That is? Momoshiki asks. Me and paperwork, Naruto says smugly. Why you little, Momoshiki says as he rushes Naruto with a blow to the chest with the intent to kill. Naruto catches the attack with his index finger. I'm not here to fight, if I was you'd be dead right now, Naruto says. Momoshiki gets shocked. By the way you act it seems like you're a bad influence on Boruto here, Naruto says. And what if I am? Momoshiki says. I'm here to stop that, Naruto says as he pushes Momoshiki away with almighty push and puts up the same seal that was previously on him. 8 trigram sealing style, Naruto says, completing the seal as multiple bars fall from the sky, locking up Momoshiki. Let go, Naruto says as both Naruto and Boruto leave the mindscape. Okay, let's start training you in wind and lighting jutsu. I'll even throw in some taijutsu. But beware, I am a slave driver, Naruto says with a smirk. Naruto makes 5 blood clones. You go with Karen-chan and make that same medicine we made for Itachi. You go get the seal down so they can return home. And you 3 go spend time with Hinata-chan. Tamari-chan and Konan-chan in the time being, Naruto says as the clones flash away. We go to Hokage Ba-chan's office, Naruto says as he touches Boruto and adult Sasuke and flashes to the office. Chapter 26. Training Boruto and Hokage election. Threat was neutralized, Naruto says. And these are two are. Tsunade asks. Boruto Uzumaki. My son from the future. And he's Sasuke Uchiha from the future, Naruto says. I like how the Anbu instantly leaves when I flash into the office instead of just walking in, Naruto thought. After seeing what Naruto's capable of, I've never questioned him or his loyalty, so I'm gonna have to believe it, Tsunade says. How strong exactly is my dad in this timeline? Boruto asks. He's the strongest in the village and possibly the world, Tsunade says. But wait, there's also a couple more shinobi in the village that's can't be touched. I am just number 1, Naruto says. Right, up at number 2 is Itachi Uchiha, Tsunade says. Wait, Itachi is in the village? Adult Sasuke asks. We talked about this, not everything here will be the same as your past, Naruto says. Right, who's number 3? Adult Sasuke asks. Your younger counterpart, in fact I was going to promote him to Jonin later today, Tsunade says. Me Jonin at 13 to 14. I was out of the village with Orochimaru at 13 to 14, Sasuke thought. Interesting, adult Sasuke says. So how long exactly will they be here? Tsunade asks. A week, Naruto says. They're your responsibility for the time they are here, Tsunade says. Understood Granny Tsunade, Naruto says. Let's go train now, Boruto exclaims. Fast forward 6 hours. I can't get it, Naruto-sensei, Boruto says. Here's a tip. Use your fingertips like this, Naruto says as he extends his fingers. 5 stream lightning strikes, Naruto yells as the lightning hits 5 different trees. Wow, so cool, Boruto exclaims. Now do it, Naruto says. Boruto gets it down in the next 4 tries. Use shadow clones to master that. Your real body comes with me over here. I'm gonna teach you the 4th signature jutsu, Naruto says. Grandpa, Boruto asks. Yes, if you really are my future son then you need it, Naruto says. Sweet. Boruto exclaims. Boruto makes 10 clones to stay and practice the jutsu as he runs to Naruto's area. First of all, before you can even think about using the Flying Raijin, also known as the Flying Thunder God, you must understand the basics of seals. From my knowledge it seems like you have my father's quick thinking and intelligence, even if it may not seem so, Naruto says. Really, how so? Boruto asks. Just listen, Naruto says. Fast forward Naruto's yap session. I get it, Boruto says. Quick thinking and intelligence right there. Many kids your age wouldn't have gotten it that fast or even at all. That's your Gramps' intelligence and your Uzumaki blood, Naruto says. Thanks Naruto-sensei, I know I'm cool, Boruto says. It's getting dark, we'll continue training tomorrow. Sasuke, come here. I have a medicine that improves your chakra reserves, Naruto says. Sasuke walks over and injects him with the chakra improving med. You'll feel the effects by the end of the week, Naruto says. Fast forward 1 week. Sasuke, Boruto, come here, Naruto says. They both do as said. Amazing progress, Boruto, but sadly our time has come to an end. I have to send you both back to your original timeline, Naruto says. A little longer please, Boruto asks. No, we are already playing with time and fate. We can't afford to change anything any further, Naruto says. We understand, both Boruto and Sasuke says. Where were you when you first entered the village, Naruto asks. Near the northern village gates, Sasuke says. Grab onto my shoulder, Naruto says. They do so and all 3 of them flash to the top of the main village gates. Rinnegan, Naruto says as he spots a dark hidden portal only seen with the Rinnegan a mile off the village. Naruto slaps the seal he made on the chest of his blood clone. You know what to do, Naruto says. Blood clone nods and stands in the center of the portal after placing a self-repairing seal on the ground below him. Sasuke, You come next to me and attack my clone with the most powerful technique you can muster, Naruto says. Got it, Sasuke says while getting his Susanoo out. Summoning jutsu, Naruto says as he summons Kurama and covers her in his white Susanoo. Inferno style. Susanoo's flame control, Sasuke says shooting an arrow coated in Amaterasu flames at the clone. Combination attack Inferno style. Double Rasenshuriken tailed beast bomb whirlwind, Naruto says as he throws 2 Rasenshurikens coated in Amaterasu flames and Kurama shoots a large tailed beast bomb. All 3 attacks hit at the same time causing it to explode into a giant purple tornado. Combination attack Inferno style. Amaterasu whirlwind, both Naruto and Sasuke say while using Amaterasu on the whirlwind at the same time causing it to turn pitch black. The explosion and whirlwind disperses leaving a crater in the ground and the blood clone charred to a crisp but a black portal floating in the air. It worked, Naruto says. The area starts repairing itself due to Naruto's seal. Blood clone jutsu release, Naruto says releasing the charred blood clone. The area has completely repaired showing just the portal. Walk through that and you'll be sent back to your time, Naruto says. Thank you Naruto, Sasuke says. Thank you Naruto-sensei, Boruto says with a bow as a sign of respect. Remember that you can now back up what you say, so always be as disrespectful to your enemies as you can possibly be, Naruto says. Right, Boruto says. Adult Sasuke and Boruto walks through the portal and it shuts behind them. Naruto flashes into Hokage's office in a kneeling position. What is it Naruto? Tsunade asks. I've come to take your place as Hokage. That is if you will allow me to, Naruto says. Tsunade throws the Hokage hat on Naruto's head. You deserve it much more than I do anyway, Tsunade says. The main Anbu guards Shunshin into the office to kneel in front of Naruto. We fully accept you as 6th Hokage Konoha's Kogen no Kitsune, all the Anbu say at the same time. My first order as Hokage is to bring me Danzo Shimura immediately, Naruto says. Alive or dead sir? Boar-masked Anbu asks. I'd prefer alive but use force if absolutely necessary. Just be careful and don't die, Naruto says. Very well Hokage-sama, Boar-masked Anbu says. 10 minutes later. You've called Lady Hoka. Hey boy, that's not your seat. Where has the Hokage gone? Danzo asks. You're speaking to him you old geezer, Naruto says. You insolent child, respect your elders, Danzo says. Respect your Hokage or you will be dealt with, Naruto counters. Danzo gains a tick mark. This is an order as your superior since Hokage Gigi was far too lax with you. Dismiss your rude Anbu or you will pay for your crimes of underworld activity, Naruto says. You have no proof, Danzo says. I very much do, so don't test me, Naruto says with killing intent. Root, kill him and give me my place as Hokage, Danzo says panicky. Such a damn shame. I was willing to let you live too, Naruto says. Naruto starts doing hand signs. Yin release, bringer of darkness technique, Naruto says as the root Anbu and Danzo lose their sight and hearing. Naruto's eyes project in the background of the genjutsu. You cannot defeat me, the deep voice in Danzo's head says. Who said that? Danzo yells. The voice repeats itself multiple times. Danzo's body falls limp. You know he'll wake up soon, Kurama says. I know. I only put him in a death-like state, Naruto says. The jutsu is released and the root Anbu are shown to be dead. Naruto takes Danzo's shirt off and removes the seals on his arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Sharingan. Interesting, Naruto says. Naruto takes all the Sharingan out of Danzo's body. Naruto senses a Mangekyo Sharingan in Danzo's right eye. That's Shisui's eye. Make that 13 Sharingan, Naruto says as he takes it out of his eye socket. Why did you put him in a death-like state instead of actually killing him? Kurama asks. Because he would have just used Izanagi to revive himself, Naruto says. Smart, Kurama says. The village's intercom sounds telling the village new Hokage has been elected and to gather in the middle of the village. The entire village gathers in the center of the village. I'm proud to say I have found my successor, Tsunade says. Village cheers. Please give a big round of applause for Rokudaime Hokage Namikaze Naruto. The Golden Fox of Konoha, Tsunade says as the village chants Naruto's name. Naruto Naruto Naruto, the village chants as Naruto walks to the balcony of the Hokage's estate for everyone to see him. Naruto puts his hand up indicating everyone to settle down. The villagers quiet down. I have achieved my dream of becoming the strongest Kage to ever live, and right here right now I am setting a new dream. I will bring world peace to the way of shinobi. Soon we shinobi will fight for fun, not for survival. However, as a wise man once said, however strong you become, never seek to bear everything alone, if you do failure is certain. So I'm going to need help from all of you. And remember to never quit or say I can't, because life isn't about what you can or can't do, it's about what you will or won't do. Always push yourself and strive to be better, Naruto says. The village stares at Naruto for about 10 seconds after he finished his speech before erupting in cheers. Did he just call me a wise man, Itachi thought. Congrats for real this time Dobi, Sasuke says. You're all dismissed, Naruto says as he flashes into his Hokage office. Naruto writes a letter to Mifune, the leader of samurai in the Last of Iron, saying, I, the 6th Hokage of Konohagakure, request a 5-Kage summit to negotiate future deals to end pointless wars and conflict among shinobi, asterisk. Hey son, Minato says within Naruto's mind. Yeah dad, Naruto asks. Congrats on becoming Hokage just like your old man, Minato says. Yeah, we are really proud of you, Kushina says within his mind. Thanks mom and dad, Naruto says with tears in his eyes. Naruto sends the letter to the Land of Iron. Fast forward 2 days. Sir, a letter came in for you, Hokage's secretary says. Naruto reads the letter given. So meet in the Land of Iron in 2 days. Sweet, the summit was approved, Naruto says. Naruto calls a Jonin meeting immediately and flashes to the meeting room. Fast forward 5 minutes. Where is Lord Danzo? Kaharu asks. He's no longer of this world. I had proof of him involved with underworld activity. So I disposed of him, Naruto says. Proof like what? Homura says. Naruto slaps a sealing scroll on the table and unseals the preserved eyes. Itachi and Sasuke's Sharingans flare, emitting killing intent. These were in his right arm and this one here was in his right eye, Naruto says as he unseals one more Sharingan. Itachi stands with visible anger. Uchiha Itachi, sit down, Naruto says. Itachi does so. Naruto gets up and walks to where Itachi is sitting. I'm sorry for your friend, Naruto says as he gives him Shisui's Mangekyo eye. This eye should be entrusted to you, Naruto says. Thank you Hokage-sama, Itachi says. Now to the matter of why I called this meeting, Naruto says as he walks to his seat and sits down. I'm leaving the village for a couple of days. And I need you Jonin to hold it down while I'm gone, Naruto says. But Hokage-sama, where will you be going? And how long exactly, Kurenai says. You're still a Jonin. Yano Tsunade was supposed to strip you of your Jonin rank. Get out, Naruto says. What, why? Kurenai asks. You'll get your reasoning later. I said get out Chunin Kurenai, Naruto says. Kurenai walks out. Now to answer her question. I as well as 2 others will be attending the 5-Kage summit said to be held in 4 days' time in the Land of Iron, Naruto says. Who are you taking Dobi? Sasuke asks. My mind is already made up on you and Itachi, Naruto says. When are we leaving Hokage-sama? Itachi asks. Tonight, Naruto says. Very well, Sasuke and Itachi say at the same time. You're all dismissed, Naruto says. Yes sir, the Jonin say as they shunshin away. Chapter 27. 5-Kage Summit. Fast forward 3 hours. Naruto flashes to the village gates to see Sasuke and Itachi already there. What's up Dobi-sama? Sasuke says. Dobi-sama, Naruto says while laughing. Interesting name choice little brother, Itachi says. I don't have a flash marker there so we have to get there on foot. Let's go, Naruto says. They start walking at a steady pace. Fast forward one day. So Naruto. What's this 5-cage summit for? Sasuke asks. Negotiations for peace, Naruto says. Do you really think peace is possible by just talking? Itachi asks. No, which is why if this doesn't work I'm gonna start a fourth world war, Naruto says. What why? Itachi asked. I got information from adult Sasuke when he came back with Boruto. The fourth war officially achieved peace, Naruto says. Naruto creates a blood clone that permanently transforms into reanimated Madara. You stay here in the shadows. I'll call for you when you're needed, Naruto says. Let's go, I need to set up something before the summit starts, Naruto says as he starts running. Itachi and Sasuke start running with him right next to him in a triangle formation. I hope you're sure about this Naruto as Biju hate that man, Kurama says. When we get there don't let any of them figure out our real strength, Naruto says. Yes sir, Sasuke and Itachi says. Fast forward 1 hour. This is the place, Naruto says. Halt state your purpose, a samurai says. 6th Hokage here for the 5-cage summit that I myself requested, Naruto says. You may enter, the samurai says. The trio enters and walks into the conference room to see it's empty. Interesting it is empty, Naruto thought. Naruto shunsons to the top middle of the room and places an invisible flying Raijin marker there. Naruto shunsons back to the door. Let's go. I don't think we're supposed to be in here right now, Naruto. Fast forward to tomorrow. Naruto walks in to see the other 4 cage with their bodyguards behind them on each side. Minato, the Tsuchikage says with hatred in his eyes and tone. Who's this brat? I was aware that Tsunade-san was Hokage, the Raikage says. Pardon my manners, Naruto says with a bow. So Naruto became a cage too, Temari's always talking about him, Gaara thought. Name's Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Naruto says. Old man look at his mask, that's Konoha's Kogen no Kitsune, the golden fox of Konoha the bounty hunter, Tsuchikage's bodyguard says. Itachi of 100 Crows and Uchiha Sasuke the Nighthawk. Such formidable bodyguards Hokage. My name is by the way, the Raikage now known as A says. Name's Onoki, the Tsuchikage now known as Onoki says smugly. My name is Mei Terumi, the Mizukage now known as Mei says. Hey Naruto-kun, Temari says. Hey Temari-chan, Naruto says with a small wave. Naruto sits down. Now with the introductions over let's discuss the reason this summit was called considering the fact that I myself am the one who requested this meeting to take place, Naruto says. Naruto gets shocked for a second but doesn't show it. The room becomes dead silent. I killed the Akatsuki, Naruto says. Mutters start amongst them. Naruto raises his fist and the room is silent again. However, there's one surviving member whose slimy ass I couldn't get my fingers on, Naruto says. And who exactly would that be? Temari asks in a doubting tone. It's the physical reincarnation of Madara Uchiha's will. His name is Zetsu and I believe he's trying to revive Madara. I wouldn't be surprised if he already has, Naruto says. Author says. Naruto needing Zetsu foreshadow uncovered LMAOO. Temari's doubt faded and turned into shock as well as everyone else in the room. As if right on cue Zetsu emerges from the ground. The Raikage dashes at Zetsu in a burst of speed, breaking his table and grabbing Zetsu by the neck in the process. The entire room is on guard. Breaking his neck won't kill him. I tried that already, Naruto says. So you're saying he's basically immortal, A says. Yes, Naruto says. Zetsu slips out of A's grip. Particle dismantling jutsu, Onoki says as a white box appears around Zetsu. Zetsu disappears into the ground before the jutsu goes off. Zetsu reappears. I have successfully revived Madara Uchiha, Zetsu says. The whole room becomes shocked, even Naruto himself. I declare the 4th Great Ninja War on the 5-cage, Zetsu says as he slowly disappears into the wall. Naruto makes a clone to try to capture Zetsu but fails and it disperses. Something or rather someone appears in the top middle of the room. Above, Naruto yells. They all look up and get in a fighting stance. There's no doubt about it. That's Uchiha Madara, Onoki says. Lava-style melting apparition, Mei says as she shoots lava out of her mouth at Madara. Madara moves in a burst of speed behind. Why is it attacking? Isn't this Naruto's clone? Sasuke and Itachi thought simultaneously. Naruto slaps the back of Sasuke and Itachi's neck, placing a seal on them, allowing them to talk within their mindscape between the three of them. Guys, this is not my clone, attack him. That's the real Madara Uchiha, Naruto says in his to the two as he flashes behind Madara, knocking his legs weak and trying to stab his neck with a tri-prone kunai. Madara grabs his wrist, catches the kunai and slits Naruto's throat. Naruto drops to the ground. One down. I'm disappointed that the leaf and sand put mere children as cage, Madara says. Mei jumps away. He saved my life at the cost of his own, Mei thought. I'm tired of toying with you, Madara says as he activates his Susanoo, destroying everything around him. The fourth great ninja war commences now, Madara says as he shunshuns away. Sasuke and Itachi find Naruto under the rubble and helps him up. Is everyone okay? Naruto yells. *3 of the cage are shocked at seeing Naruto alive. How are you alive? I watched Madara slice your throat right in front of me, Mei asks. Very advanced healing. Better than that of the first Hokage, Naruto says. Then why did you drop assumed to be dead? Onoki asks. I wasn't expecting Madara to flee. I was going to sneak attack him, Naruto says with a hand on the back of his head. We need to go warn and prepare our villages, Gaara says. Who will be head commander? Asks. I nominate Namikaze Naruto for the job, Gaara says. I do as well, Mei says. He may be strong but he's too young and inexperienced, Onoki says. I also nominate Namikaze-sama, Mifune says. That's 3-2 Onoki, we lost, A says. Gather every shinobi ranked Chunin and higher to the edge of Sunagakure's border. Genin with C rank mission experiences gathers food and resources to provide for the front lines. And fresh genin do the same for civilians in your respective villages. Dismissed, Naruto says as the cage and their guards shunshin away. Grab onto me so we can head back to the village, Naruto says. The trio flash back to the village. Naruto flashes to his office. Anbu, Naruto yells. Boar, dragon and cat kneels in front of Naruto. Gather every single shinobi ranked Chunin and above to the village main gates immediately. That means Anbu too, Naruto says. Sir. The Anbu yells as they shunshin away. Fast forward 1 hour. Naruto flashes to the front of the village. Hokage-sama, what's going on? A random Konoha shinobi says. The fourth great shinobi war has started. However, we are not fighting against another hidden village. I, as well as the other 4 kage, have formed a 5-village alliance to fight Madara, who has been revived from the dead, Naruto says. Some of the shinobi go pale. Madara as in Uchiha Madara, many shinobi thought. However, do not fear because none of you will die and I can guarantee that, Naruto says. All the shinobi cheer. We must head to the border of Suna so everyone gets close and don't move, Naruto says. Naruto pulls out a tri-prone kunai and points it towards the crowd of people while holding his wrist. Flying Thunder God technique. Guiding Thunder, Naruto says as the entirety of Leaf's shinobi teleports to Suna's border. Naruto makes 4 clones to teleport to the other hidden villages. Fast forward 10 minutes. Chapter 28. Fourth Great Ninja War. *4 columns of shinobi from each village flash to Suna's borders. Hey, that's the fucker that killed my father, a random shinobi says. You killed my son, another random shinobi yells. Naruto does the Ram Hitsuji hand sign. Big head jutsu, Naruto thought. Quiet down now, Naruto yells. It becomes dead silent. Naruto senses the other 8 Jinchuriki and flashes them to the top of the stage with him. From the first great ninja war to the last, shinobi have wounded and come to hate each other for the benefit of their own nation and village. That hatred led to a desire for power, and that desire for power created someone like me, like us. We are now only shinobi. If you still cannot forgive the Leaf Village, then I will give you my head once this war is over. If they capture us Jinchuriki, then it will be the end of the world. We must fight to protect because our opponent is Madara Uchiha. As the greatest shinobi to ever live, I will not allow any of you to die, and that I can vow. And with that we will also have help from all the previous great shinobi in Cage, Naruto yells. Everyone cheers. Naruto turns to the Jinchuriki. I need you guys to be one with your tailed beast, and with that being said I need you guys to sit here and meditate with me, Naruto says. They all sit and meditate in a circle and form a conjoined mindscape. Whoa, where are we? Gaara asks. A conjoined mindscape made by me and Nine Tails, Naruto says. Some of the Jinchuriki stare in awe and some are expressionless. In order to defeat Madara and prevent the revival of the Ten Tails, we need all of you to be at full power and out of your seals, just as me and Kurama here, Naruto says as he activates KCM2. All the Jinchuriki and tailed beasts agree to the circumstances. Naruto removes the seals holding back the tailed beasts. This power, the other 8 Jinchuriki thought. Gaara activates SCM2. Yugito activates MCM2. Yagura activates ICM2. Roshi activates SGCM2. Han activates KKCM2*. Utakata activates SCM2. Fu activates CCM2. Killer Bee activates GCM2. They all leave the conjoined mindscape. Naruto makes many blood clones. Naruto enters his own mindscape. Mom, Dad, Naruto yells. Yes son, Minato asks. I'm summoning you guys out of my mindscape, Naruto says. It was only a matter of time before you did so, Minato says. Hold on to Kyuubi-chan, Naruto says as he leaves his mindscape. Naruto draws blood and summons Kurama with his parents on her back. Summoning art. Impure world reincarnation. Reanimation jutsu, Naruto says as flakes form around the blood clones and starts to look like various skilled shinobi from over the years. Here we have the previous 4 Hokage, the previous 4 Kazekage, the previous 3 Raikage, the previous 4 Mizukage, the previous 2 Tsuchikage, the previous Akatsuki members without Hidan of course. All of the previous 7 swordsmen of the mist with a replica of their swords I made, exceptionally skilled shinobi from each village. And last but not exceptionally skilled Kekkei Genkei users from each village, Naruto says. There's no way we can lose now, a couple shinobi says. Naruto sensed a disturbance in the air. There's something coming, Naruto thought. Sasuke, come here, Naruto says. Naruto places his hand on Sasuke's forehead. You have a power deep inside you that transcends spirit, Naruto says. Sasuke closes his eye because of the random sharp pain in his left eye. Sasuke activates a Rinne Sharingan and Sage of 6-Path Chakra. You're now stronger than your elder brother, Naruto says. Sasuke panics and uses Amaterasu on Naruto. Naruto blocks it with his arm. Careful there Sasuke, Naruto says as he extinguishes the black flames with his own visual prowess. A giant meteor appears in the air violently moving the clouds. Naruto jumps in the air and destroys it, turning it into a dust cloud. Naruto makes 3 clones. Water style. Water bomb jutsu, the first clone says before dispersing. Lightning style. Lightning bullet, the second clone says before dispersing, causing the dust cloud to turn into a dirty rain cloud. Poison release. Poisoned breath, the third clone says, turning said cloud in an acidic thunder rain cloud. Wind style. Great breakthrough, the main Naruto says, pushing the cloud towards the disturbance he sensed earlier to find out Madara has an army of his own. The acidic thunder rain takes out the front row of the white Zetsu army before it runs out. Fire style. Majestic destroyer flame jutsu, Naruto says as he spits a giant flame towards Madara's area. Uchiha reflection, Madara sends it back, you're still alive. Madara asks. Water style. Destructive tsunami, Naruto says. A giant tsunami puts out the fire and the acid rain stops you little brat, Madara says. Madara activates his Susanoo just as more white Zetsu appear from the ground. Naruto also activates his Susanoo. You have Susanoo. You don't look like an Uchiha. You're no mere child, Madara says. I won't allow you to take over the world, Naruto says. I wasn't planning on having you cooperate, Madara says. Asterisk 2 swords made out of his Susanoo appears in his hands. Shall we dance, Madara says. Asterisk in the blink of an eye Naruto and his Susanoo suddenly appear behind Madara. What the, Madara says as he turns around. Naruto punches Madara's Susanoo so hard that Madara flies out of his Susanoo and it disperses. Madara groans in pain as he slams to the ground. Naruto's glowing white Susanoo disperses. How are you this strong? Not even Hashirama hurt me that bad with one attack, Madara says as he coughs up blood. For the first time in his life the predator becomes the prey, Naruto says as he smirks. Madara gets up shakily and sways side to side. Do not misunderstand it. Madara does hand signs. This is not power of your comprehension, Madara says as he summons a meteor. Whoa, talk about major deja vu. I don't remember this ever happening though, Naruto says. Now die child, Madara says. Naruto bites his thumb drawing blood and does hand signs summoning jutsu. Kurama appears in a poof of smoke. Combination attack, flame control. Tailed beast bomb Rasenshuriken, both Naruto and Kurama says. The meteor is blown to dust. Kurama disappears in a poof of smoke. Impossible. Madara yells as he coughs up more blood. You can't win against me, Naruto says. Madara fades from existence. A sword stabs through Naruto's back which pierces his heart. Izanagi, Madara whispers. Naruto coughs up blood. You're finished, Madara says as he smirks. Naruto breaks the sword and pulls the blade out. Naruto takes the severed blade and stabs it into Madara's stomach unexpectedly. Gah! Madara yells. Naruto's wound heals instantly. As long as you're dead the white Zetsu won't be a problem, Naruto says. You damn brat, Madara says. A Rasengan with sealing markings appear in Naruto's hand. You wouldn't dare, you insignificant brat, Madara says. Naruto slams the Rasengan into Madara's face. I've been looking for something to make our night sky look even more beautiful. Planetary devastation, Naruto says as Madara gets engulfed by rocks and boulders. The planetary devastation is 1/8 the size of Earth's moon. Naruto kicks it into orbit and it begins to orbit Earth's moon. Naruto laughs. Now our moon has a moon, Naruto says. Naruto flashes to where the Konoha 12 are fighting white Zetsu. Naruto. Lee says. How do we know it's really you? These white Zetsu can transform into people and copy chakra signatures, Shikamaru says. Only Hina knows where we went on our date, Naruto says. Hinata blushes. Then tell us where that was, Hinata says. A picnic on the top of my father's stone face, Naruto says. You guys had a picnic on the top of Yondaimi's head? Kiba asks. Yeah, Hinata says. Naruto flares his chakra and anything that isn't human stops moving. All the white Zetsu just stopped, Ino says. Nobody move from your current position, Naruto yells. Everyone stops. Naruto activates Sage Mode. Naruto throws about 50 tri-pronged kunai in the air and does hand signs multi-shuriken shadow clone jutsu, Naruto says as each kunai multiplies significantly. Each kunai either hits or lands in front of a white Zetsu. Naruto flashes to each kunai and kills every white Zetsu. Everyone cheers. Naruto falls to one knee panting. Hinata runs over to him. Naruto-kun, are you okay? Hinata asks. I am fine, Naruto says in between pants. You've used up far too much chakra. Not even you have infinite. That technique was far too risky, Hinata says. I appreciate your concern Hina, Naruto says. When was the last time you actually got sleep? Hinata says. Naruto says. Hinata holds Naruto closely. Naruto lowers his guard and all his drowsiness hits him like a train and he falls asleep instantly. 3 days later. Chapter 29, Departure. Naruto wakes up in a hospital with Hinata, Temari and Konan by his side. You're awake, Temari says with a smile. How long was I out? Naruto asks. 3 days, Konan says. The door opens and Tsunade walks in. Hey Granny, Naruto says. Hey Naruto, you are still aware that you're currently put on a CRA, right? Tsunade asks. Yeah, Naruto says. Have you chosen your 3 wives or will they have to be chosen for you? Tsunade asks. I've chosen my 3, Naruto says with a smile on his face. Hinata, Temari and Konan wait in anticipation for his answer. Who? Tsunade asks. Hina-hime, Temari-chan, and Konan-chan, Naruto says. The mentioned 3 girls' faces lights up in happiness. Okay, then I guess you're all set, Tsunade says. Jiraiya jumps in through the window. When will you ever use a door? Tsunade asks. Doors are an insult to shinobi. Why use doors when you have windows? Jiraiya says. You said that exact same thing to the old man a while ago, Naruto says. Anyway, Tsunade says. Naruto. I need inspiration for my research. Help a brother out, Jiraiya says. Temari's hair overshadows her eyes and an killing intent starts radiating off her as her eyes glow red behind the shadows. If you peek on us I will castrate you with a rusty kunai, Temari says. Jiraiya starts sweating bullets. Yes ma'am, I understand, Jiraiya says. Maybe if you get your act together you might have a chance with Granny Tsunade, Naruto says. Tsunade blushes. She's blushing, Hinata says. Everyone besides Jiraiya and Tsunade giggles or chuckles. Black Zetsu rises from the ground. Motherfucker. Naruto shouts. Naruto flashes in front of him and grabs him by his throat. You're pissing me off, Naruto says in an irritated tone. Black Zetsu smirks. Naruto seals back Zetsu in a prisoner's scroll. I'll make sure you never come back, Naruto says as he burns the scroll with his fire chakra. Kakashi walks in through the door with his Sharingan uncovered. Everyone in the room looks at him in confusion. Kakashi falls face first to the floor unconscious. That's a good idea. Naruto also passes out the same way. Every girl in the room giggles before helping them up. A couple days later Naruto retakes his position as 6th Hokage and the story ends here. Thanks for listening. I will have more in the future, so subscribe if you wanna hear those when they come out. Have a great day.